up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Nice King, primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions
here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, Gang in the building, we taking it over.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Back to Montgomery on second down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. On the return is Williams. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Good running right there, and this is a man that was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to run it, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Justin Jones there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. Touchdown, Detroit. John Mechie, 47 yards. And the Lions will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy. You understand the same way. Just like us calling that, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
You went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here we go. Now back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Going deep for Montgomery. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is our quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell, he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears 17. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Check right. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. On first down, it's Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Fields and firing a deep ball for Kmet. And this is caught. Touchdown Bears. Cole Kmet, 36 yards. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give it one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Right back to him on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And now here's a carry heading left. He will push his way down to about the 13.
10 seconds.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. Here we go. Steal. Check steal.
Ford on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Opposite. 3. Set. Go.
Back to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His 2nd catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be taken at the 10. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Back to throw, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. Touchdown! Cole Kmet with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips. Here's the 2nd and 7. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 21 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now first down throw, Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust. And unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10. Fields again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
From the 39, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Now it's Fields. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Fields. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Fields. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you get the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it doesn't
feel right.
Exactly.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And some room to work. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Lions are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Bearcats lead at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back in the focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.